Microsoft is a little bit ahead of their time, especially when they have the Bing with the ChatGPT. I can imagine that now. A button strictly for ChatGPT. The main deck of the Tokyo Tower. I just wanted to show some of the tech that I'm bringing. A Nikon digital camera here. Got a selfie stick with the Insta360 One X2. A Windows phone. A Nokia Lumia 720. So I can take some photos up here and see how they come out versus the iPhone. Really retro. Alright, so we're here with the Nokia Lumia 720 retro. Still got the film on it. Got the Carl Zeiss lens right there. Tessar 2.0 over 26. Let's take a look at the hardware of this Windows phone. Look at that, really elegant unibody design. You can see the two screws right there. Two speakers, a micro USB port. But like, look at this. I just turned this on a couple of days ago for this Japan Tokyo trip. You unlock it like that. Beautiful Windows Bing design. I wonder if ChatGPT works with Bing. Let's swipe up like that. And you got all this infrastructure. And you can see that it's aged pretty well. Like, there's Stitch from my photos integrated. And I haven't turned on this phone in about, I would say, 3 years. There's Spotify. If I launch that, I don't think it'll work right now because I don't have any Wi-Fi here. But there you go, your music. Maybe the Windows App Store still works for some of these things, but at this point in its life cycle, yeah, let's take a look. We'll talk about apps in a second though. You got the SIM eject tool, which a lot of eSIMs have. You got the 3.5mm jack, maybe a top microphone balancing speaker. On the right side, you got your volume rocker, your lock button, and I think, man, what is this one here? Is that the camera shutter? Let's take a quick photo. Maybe that's a camera shutter. Oh, there you go. It is indeed a camera shutter. So we're comparing this to an iPhone 12 Pro Max. I took a few photos of Tokyo Tower on this main deck, so we can kind of have a photo comparison, but it's really elegant, really light, kind of on the thicker end, but you got the flash module right there. In terms of battery life, I charged this, but because I'm not heavily using it, the battery still has lasted. Let's see what the music has. What do you talk about music? You have the Xbox music, so it's still using like the Xbox as its entertainment system. Data sense, all your apps. Really timeless design. Tile, right, from like the Windows 8 time period, from Windows 11, but I do really like this. So let's do a little comparison of this device, and I've got to say, it's aged pretty well for something that I can use as a point and shoot. IPS screen, not that reflective. It's beautiful. Let's take a quick look at some of the photos that I've taken. How do I get the photos from here? Maybe I go this way, and then if I clicked in this corner, there's my photos. Come on, this is a great point and shooter, right? All right, we're at Shibuya Crossing, so let's finish this up. The Windows phone over here, you can find one on eBay. I really think that it's like a nice time capsule and it's really well built. Shibuya Crossing here, I have some video footage overlaid of this versus the iPhone, but like the build quality is excellent. I really miss the Windows UI, but I really love this camera shutter button right here as well. And then just as you kind of zoom into the phone here, the UI is still very beautiful. And especially with this search button here, I think Microsoft is a little bit ahead of their time, especially when they have the Bing with the ChatGPT. I can imagine that now. A button strictly for ChatGPT. I know I'm being wishful thinking, but this UI is still very modern, it's still very lively. The home button works, the back button works, the build quality has stuck. It still has a headphone jack. How cool would something have the headphone jack be? And just this, it's all about the camera, right? And it seemed kind of strange at the time, but just, I'm not sure. There's just something romantic about taking an actual picture with the shutter and everything like that. And now look at the new phones, right? The new iPhones have all that camera. It's all about the triple lenses, and this only had one. So I highly recommend it. Find the Windows phone again, Windows Nokia series line. I'm pretty glad that I brought this on the trip. So, all right, signing out. Shibuya Crossing.